Two Old Farts Extras. Stuff you've been missing because you're too lazy to listen or watch our show. Oh my God.
I don't even want to talk to Steven today. I don't even want to talk to Steven.
Let me be the one who starts. I make copious notes, and we can get to the serious part about taking care of parents. But here's what I've come up with. First of all,
Oh boy.
we have a charity. It's a halfway house for girls that don't go all the way. So I'm already doing your compound. Second of all, it sounds like you four sugar mamas, with your sex cage men. And that's all I got out of that. The only
You
child
say four.
syndrome.
I didn't have a sex cage. No.
Okay, listen.
Steven's record stuck on the sex caged men.
Right.
No, my. That's why.
He's like, how do I
for the
apply?
girls that don't go the way. Right? Yes. No, we're good. I can't be in a cage. I have to be the cager, not the cagee. We have the only child syndrome here who joined a sorority, so she's going to be screwed up in your compound. But that's fine. She's on the 5-year college plan because apparently she was an athlete. I don't know. Now, it's good that you all love men, but apparently you're all going to become lesbians when you turn 60. Congratulations. The other thing, apparently women have babies without men, which is good because you get that IVR, FOUFE, whatever it is, where they inject you through the baster and you have a baby.
IVF.
IVF. Thanks, whatever. Now, the other thing, which I found interesting, is that if you really want to do this, there's a small town in Maine. It's $5 million and it comes with 40 houses. It sits on 50 acres and it's for sale. So there are towns for sale to get to where you guys want to go.
Did you say 50 million or 5 million? I'm sorry.
Okay.
Either way,
$5 million.
I'm still going to need the sugar-free daddy to do that.
Okay. So there you go.
Sugar-free.
Yeah. Jennifer, that just means none of this. You know what I'm saying? No, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, that's called splendor. Anyway, they don't exist unless they're 90 because they can't anyway. All right, so there you go. But no, I found this fascinating, and I laughed my off the whole time. But to somebody who brought up the point about an advocate, when my mom's last 3 years, she lived with me, and every time she went to the hospital, I was her advocate. Because if not, medical health care for people today, unless you have chutzpah, you're screwed.
Yep.
And so that's full stop. But so your idea of a compound is very cool. I like it. I don't know if men are going to want to live in cages. I mean, pretty much now. To be your sex slaves, apparently. I don't know. Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't realize. And then that's
There's
it.
no
so
choice
nice
involved for them.
So you're going to have sex slaves. Yeah,
I'm already living in a cage, so it doesn't make any difference to me.
Yeah,
Dave's good.
David,
he's a sex slave and he likes it.
Clearly.
David and Steven, both of you. David, do you have a not you.
A sex slave? Yes.
Annette have a second retirement plan?
Not what I thought you were going to say.
Yes, she does. And she's planning to, obviously because I'm 10 years older than her, she's planning to, if I make it, I make it, but the 10-year plan now is within now and 10 years to move to Germany. Simply because it's quite normal in Germany to have really large houses with what they call family houses. So they have like a granny house attached to the house with a piece of land. And there are places in Germany considerably cheaper to live than where we are in Holland. So the plan is to go there along with her daughter and her partner, who don't have children and don't want children. And I did say to them, you do realize if I do make it, then somebody will have to wipe my bum, but they were all right with that. And if I don't make it, they can just take the urn and put it somewhere in the room. So I'll be there anyway.
Because I was going to say, that would be a great idea. I would say to Cheryl and Annette, they should think about this whole Golden Girls retirement with some friends too.
Yeah.
All right, first of all, if that's the case,
a lot of
go to
people do it here.
Go to Thailand?
Thailand's the cheapest. Thailand has the best medical. The cheap for compounds, cheap. For what you would get there, whether you spend 200,000 US or 200 million US, you will live like a king or a queen, or in your case, sex slave owners. And then you guys will live, and it's like the medical care there is better. It's cheaper. I read this article. The one guy was over there, and he's on the golden visa, and he went to the hospital. And in America, the bill would have been 25 grand. There, it was $1,200.
Wait, Jen, didn't you go to Thailand?
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about it.
I was gonna interject because
She's born there.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I was born there, but if
I didn't know that.
yeah,
Right?
I did.
I love
Because
that.
I'm a wife.
We learned something new.
Platonic spouses.
Can you what you call? Can you keep up with the show, please? No. So,
but if it wasn't, I honestly, if it wasn't for my dogs, my boys here, I don't know if I would have come back. I could have just stayed there. It was.
you can bring them to Thailand, you know.
I understand that, but at the time, it just wasn't a thing. But it was beautiful. Everybody was amazing. Just stop. Now I'm not looking at you. It was beautiful. People were kind. What is this kind people thing that we don't know of here? People were kind. People were happy. I'm a foodie. Oh my God, the food. And then, I mean, and it was extraordinary there. Now, granted, I did go to specific places. I was in Bangkok, though, which was like a major city. But I honestly don't know if I would have come back. It was actually really extraordinary. And I would have to get a lot of bug spray, though.
Okay, I'm sold.
Yeah,
Jen,
let's take our compound international.
Let's go to
It's
Thailand.
here. It doesn't
I
have to
actually-
be in the States.
Yeah.
No, but
I actually have a friend
Jennifer-
of mine who lives there, and he has been talking. He's been there 15 years, and he comes back 3 months a year to the States just to do whatever he needs done, and then he lives in Houston, and then he goes. And every time I get a text, he goes, "Dude, you got to come. You got to come. You got to come. Bring the wife. Don't bring the wife. Bring the wife. Don't bring. Like, you just have to go." So Cheryl and I've actually had that discussion. Is as soon as our stepson graduates high school, he's on the 5-year plan. But as soon as he graduates high school, then we're thinking about that's where we would end up. Because to me, the dollar goes much further. The people are nice. It's beautiful country. You can live. There's whether you live on one of the islands, you live in Bangkok. It's just nice. Now, whether that changes over the next 5 years, we'll see.
Right.
But if it doesn't, and he's been there 15 years, and he says it gets better, and there's more foreigners moving there because they realize their dollar or their pound or their euro.
Oh, they're gonna hate us.
Well, you four, yes, because you're going to have a sex camp. But everybody normal that goes there, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
You can play golf.
David,
it's a beautiful
David,
thing.
you had a question for Jennifer?
Yeah, I just say if you were born there, Jennifer, you qualify for a passport from Thailand.
Even
You're
if I
born
was,
there.
but I was born on a U.S. Army base.
So
Doesn't
you
qualify
were
then.
born.
That's
So you were born in America then.
Yep.
Yes.
Technically.
You're born American.
Yeah, as a dependent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what a
So-
great life.
No, but I mean,
Yeah,
like you do,
I met a lot of dependents in the UK. I had a lot of friends who were dependents. So difficult life to live.
Yeah, I hate moving. So once we get this compound, not moving. Hate
Yeah.
moving.
Yeah.
Well, it's for you every 2 or 3 years on the or not. You're up and about. Yeah.
I just,
yeah,
I have a
that's
serious
the place to
question.
be. Okay.
I have a serious
Okay.
question for
For
my
who?
fellow compound livers.
Oh,
If
my
I
God.
decide to have a compound with you guys in Thailand, and then I find a group of other Golden Girls to have a compound in, like, I don't know, the Bahamas, will I be excommunicated?
First of
That
all,
depends
why
if-
would you want to go to the Bahamas?
Are you
Yeah.
going to
I don't know.
compound
I'm
hop?
just saying.
Wait, have you been
What
to
if
the
I
Bahamas?
compound hop?
Yeah. The
I was
Bahamas
just
too.
saying the Bahamas. I don't know if I want to live in the Bahamas.
You're
I was
trying
just
to
saying-
timeshare. You're trying to timeshare out your.
Why don't you just start? Why don't you just start a compound timeshare, and then you have 5 or 6 compounds around the world,
Yeah.
and you get 50 women, and you have enough for 10 women in a compound. And every quarter, you guys get to move to
You all
another
shuffle.
compound, and then
You all
this way you
shuffle,
don't get
yeah.
bored, and you get to all stay together and experience things as a group.
I kind of love that.
I don't need
Yeah,
to
and
be
it's a bit like wife swapping. Only you don't have to put your car keys in a bowl. You know, you just
Or
sort of,
we can have multiple compounds.
Oh, do
together
tell,
in
David.
different-
How does this work?
Wait, what?
I saw a movie.
You tell, David.
Sure you did.
Oh, you saw a
I saw a
movie.
movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jen
I'm
doesn't
going
want to
to-
move anywhere.
I'm gonna just say sure, whatever, because the odds of you actually doing that and finding another compound of that, it's just not happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And quite honestly, the whole
We can't pay for this one.
thing,
Yeah.
50 women thing, Stephen, David,
That's too much.
this right here is my friend group. It's tight and it's small.
Thank you
and
very much.
I don't
I've
know
just-
50 women.
That's not true, but okay.
I now have a new friend. I have to put a note in my. I have to put a note.
David
Well,
is going
no,
to be
my
the hot
darling.
groundskeeper.
David,
Oh, David, yes. You can
is
apply.
that now we have to send her like a holiday card too? We got to put her on a list.
Yeah.
This is
But
why
I think you're making it
pain.
slightly more complicated, though, ladies, because
Yep.
you could just, if you just had a small plot of land and tiny houses, then you're there.
Mhm.
You've done it.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean, you
That's
can
what
do
I
that
want.
technically in Texas. Yeah, you could buy out agricultural land for cheap.
yeah, you can do it.
As
You
long
can
as
do
you
it in
develop
Europe
it.
as well.
But if you do it in
No, that's what I'm
Thailand,
saying. We could start it.
but remember, if you do it in Thailand, the cost of living is less, and healthcare is
True,
cheaper
true.
and
Yeah.
better. And even like your medical insurance over there is a tenth of what you pay here. So like my buddy's my age, and I go, "What do you pay for your medical insurance over there?" And he tells me, and I'm like, "How much?" And he tells me, I'm like, "Seriously?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, and I told him what I
Yeah.
pay, and he goes, "Hey, over here," he says, "you could like rent a penthouse in Bangkok for that." I'm like, "No shit." So
Okay.
What's
the
his
cost of
visa?
living is better there. There's several visas. There's a golden visa, which is you put 40,000 US in the bank there, and you basically get treated like a VIP. They pick you up at the car, and they pick you up in a car service. They have medical, you have everything. Where you can get a normal, it's called a retirement person visa. You have to have $24,000 a year in the bank to show them that you can afford to live there. And it's just a normal visa that you have to renew every 90 days. And the other one you can get for 15 years. So it just depends.
Okay. So I'm going to ask our listeners, viewers, help us get retired to Thailand and get that visa. Help us get there.
How would you like them to help you?
Start a
Rachel?
GoFundMe,
GoFundMe.
Rachel. Start the
Go
GoFundMe.
GoFundMe.
How? By liking and sharing and commenting.
Watch the ads. Don't skip the ads. Just
Generate-
let them play.
Ad revenue.
Oh my God.
Help us get to
Ay, ay,
Thailand to retire.
I think for the guys and
We'll
girls
make a
that
case
haven't
for
been there,
you.
wouldn't you want to visit it first to make sure that you like Thailand? Because you may
Yeah.
not
I
like
take
it.
Jen's.
Yeah, I
Just
trust
Jen,
you guys.
highly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And-
we
and
know
you guys-
we know one thing for sure now. Stephen's now been sponsored by the
Thai
tourist
government.
department of
Yes,
Thailand.
Thai. Yes. New York we sponsored us last month. This month is the Thai
Yeah.
government
So
sponsoring us.
he gets all free flights now because he
I
keeps
do.
pumping those.
I will tell you
pumping
this:
all
a
up.
friend of mine, she is.
Well, you have a friend,
number-
Stephen.
I pay
Just
her.
one.
It's a long story. That's just one.
Yeah.
But she is the 60th person in line to be the Thai like emperor, empress, whatever queen. So she's 60th in line. And I remember when she told me that. She lives in
Germany
Sweden.
then.
She lives in
right.
Sweden. And I remember she was telling me that, and I just started to laugh. I said, "That's great." I said, "So you got the president or the king of Thai now, it's between Germany and Thailand, and you apparently have 58 other people you have to go through to become like the head of Thailand." And she's like, "Yes." And I was like, "Good luck with that. Keep that as your vision quest, and you'll be fine."
Yeah.
So yeah,
He spends most of his time in Germany anyway.
yeah, I know.
So,
And his
along with
people
that.
hate that.
as long as
Jen.
along
Now
with
the
his
only
harem.
the only bad thing about I will say this: the only bad thing
Hey,
about
Steven.
Thailand is you cannot criticize the government,
No,
or you go to jail.
we won't.
What?
Yeah, okay.
I missed
What?
that.
Yeah. Okay. You cannot in Thailand. You're not allowed to say any disparaging remarks against the king. If you
Yeah.
do, you will go to jail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not America, so you got to keep that in mind.
One thing that I know these ladies, the thing in Thailand was they just have all these, and they're street dogs. They have so many of the pups ever, and they're not hurt like the ones I saw. They're not hurting, man. They are just all over. They're beautiful. We had one that was guiding us through this temple. Like he literally led the way through the temple, and we just followed him. we would probably end up adopting a lot of these little creatures.
Yeah.
Because
I knew
they're-
where she was going. That we'd have them all. We'd pick them all up.
Yeah.
So that's two things on the list then. So it's adopting sex slaves for the cages,
And the dogs.
followed by
They're
lots
not
of
adopted,
dogs.
David. They're kidnapped.
They're
but
appointed.
yeah,
They're
the dogs
appointed.
are adopted.
Oh, sorry. We moved from appointed to kidnapped.
No, they were
Yeah,
never
right.
appointed. I don't know where you guys got this idea, but Jen and I are very there's force involved, and they had no choice. It was out from the get-go. They were never adopted. We take good care of them, but it was not a choice-based society. No.
Yeah. Is that with or without the gimp suits and
Henry Cavill's gonna have a day with this if this ever gets
I
done.
Did we give him clothes? I don't remember, Jen. I don't think we ever went. We just had a list.
Oh my gosh.
There's just a list of names.
I'm not taking part in
That was
this
it.
anymore because here's the thing. That was pure fantasy where we're just like lining them up. Here's the
I know, you guys.
Right.
Fantasy versus reality. We're allowed to have. No.
I don't live in this real world half the time. I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna live in this fantasy world. But that's just separate. That was like the fantasy thing.
Well,
I'm nervous
but
about
you-
Thailand.
you
We're
wanna-
going to get arrested.
David, you're welcome.
You're gonna get arrested for
Because
human
of
trafficking.
our mouths were so off the
Because
cuff.
we don't know how
surely
to
we're
keep our
gonna
mouse yet.
Yeah, we're gonna for
Oh,
sure
yeah.
land in jail.
That's why for you guys, the compound in Maine for $5 million is where you should head because you're okay.
No, because
or you
that's why
go
we
and
have
buy an
to
island
now.
in Scotland.
That's too many people in the compound in Maine.
Oh, okay. I just thought maybe you guys wanted a
a lot.
compound with little houses for people to live in.
Well,
Yes, houses
but
you can
that's
live
a
in
lot.
it.
A small one.
Right.
Wait, small one. Just
No.
Okay, then burn some down and then build a
Yeah.
fence. I don't know. I mean, to become
either
a
way,
street
it all leads us to getting arrested. We will be arrested wherever we live.
We're gonna be
Listen,
retiring in jail.
and then
Yes.
the medical.
That's an option.
Is out. If one of us is out, we're good because then we could just get the other, like bail the other ones out, break the other ones out,
Right.
whatever.
Okay.
But see, in
True.
Thailand, you guys.
If I
were-
remember
and-
to.
Right. Oh, by the way, for your dementia, there's an article in the Harvard Medical Review about 2 years ago, and it said if you think you're going to get dementia, and I think you might already have it, but anyway, you should take up boxing. And boxing apparently works the parts of the brain that helps you to prevent getting dementia.
Yeah.
Like, did you
Okay.
knock
I thought you
yourself in
knocked
the
it
head?
down.
And
Yeah.
No, like if you're
Just
punching,
yourself loose, or what?
you
No,
punch,
so
you punch
self
the punching bag.
boxing.
The punching bag. Yeah, you're not into you're not sparring with anyone. You're
Yeah.
punching the heavy bag and you're punching the round bag. It's supposed to help you
Okay.
get your dementia. Yeah,
It's
it's in the
not true,
Harvard
because
Medical Review.
Jen's already.
You could
Yeah.
Jen's
swap
not-
dementia.
Rangie, you used to do boxing too, Rangie. So
I
That's
did.
why she's on the 5-year
Oh.
plan. She was boxing
Yeah.
in
Well,
college.
That was
it's-
well after college.
Then you
All
know
right.
if you have a high chance of dementia and Parkinson's. Then
Yeah,
So there you
right.
go.
Great.
well, I'm definitely
one
gonna
be-
start boxing because it is a.
I'm not.
It sounds like I'm joking, but I have because of my medical conditions,
Where-
my
where are you
chance
moving
of
to
dementia
then?
goes up and up and up. So wherever these girls take me.
Oh, is that why you're now boxing up? Is that what you're saying?
Oh no, I'm gonna start boxing so I can help combat dementia.
Oh,
Make
That's
their
part
lives
of our
easier.
PT. That's part of our PT. I'll bring out the mitts. We'll do boxing. I'm happy to do that.
Okay.
But remember,
Keep
you're
me-
hitting a
keep me-
bag, not
I'm
each
out,
other.
bye.
A bag, not each other. You don't hit each other. You hit a bag. Or your sex
No, you
slaves, I
hit
guess you
mitts.
can consider them. Yeah, right. But
Mitts,
no, but
mitts.
right, but the study was done on guys hitting the round bag and the heavy bag. Whatever that does to your brain helps, I guess, prevent.
Oh, the
or-
small little bag is
Yeah.
better than
Yeah.
the heavy.
Agree.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So we'll have a
You
heavy
can't
bag.
box with boobs. I just been putting that out there. It's hard.
Yes, you can.
Well, I don't have
I'm
any right
good.
now, so it's
No.
okay. It's-
right
Maybe
now.
both.
I mean, have you
Box with-
have
Sorry,
you
I'm out.
have you given them have you given them away then, Rachel? Are you going to get them back or?
well, no, I mean, after
Right
I
now?
had a few surgeries, they decided to, hormones and everything decided to play a
left.
dirty trick on me, and they're like, "We're going slowly, bye bye."
Wait a minute. During our FaceTime on Sunday night, you looked very boobalicious. I don't really feel like that's true.
Wow, congratulations.
Wow.
That's Rachel's new nickname for next week's show, Boobalicious. And apparently when your hormones left, apparently they were the Wicked Witch of the West from the Wizard of Oz. No. So congratulations. I'm very excited for you.
So if I get this,
Then
right,
this is how it goes.
If I get this right, then Rachel, you've been boxing up your boobs. Is that right?
Because she's Boobalicious, apparently.
It sounds so much better when you say it in a British accent.
I'm trying to keep up here.
David, you tried to keep up the last show, and apparently it didn't work. I talked to Annette. So
You got tablets for that.
yes, I had the little blue ones, like a Smurf. We're here till Thursday. Tip your waitstaff. Try the deal. So
Jen will never join us again. She's gonna be like,
oh no!
if
This
I
is
ask
her
her ever to
comeback.
join in the future. Jen,
Come
please
back.
come back.
Jennifer's
back
my
to
new
us.
friend. Jennifer's my new friend. She has to come back now.
that's true. She's the best
It's
friend of
the-
David now.
It's the 6 a.m. thing that kills me.
Yeah, that's rough. You
We'll
look
push
beautiful,
it back
though.
an hour for
Well,
you. We can push it back.
Could I just tell you, Jennifer, it's actually 5 o'clock in the afternoon here, and the sun's shining. It's nice and warm. So there you go.
Is
Uh-oh,
And
you
you're
just
just-
heard something from
Yeah,
Yep,
he's
yep, I knew that
number
was
one,
come out.
Jennifer. Yeah, he's
I
number
knew that
one.
was gonna come out.
Are you? Is that one of something? Is it one of something?
Yes, yeah, you're number one in her book, David. That's why you're her friend. You're number one, pal. So, you're her number one friend. So,
Right.
ladies,
Well,
this
you
is
can go.
fascinating.
You can go off people.
What else?
You can go off people.
Now, so we've discussed medical, we've discussed this, and we've discussed the second retirement plan and you guys, I thought it was a very interesting show. I learned a lot about lesbians and how women have children without men now. So I'm excited about that.
That's most.
Oh, that's
And
not
the
difficult.
fact that I got to promote my
Wait,
halfway house for girls that don't go all the way is very good. They can fill out the application on the bottom, and it's a perfect thing. So there you go.
Yeah.
So
I apologize, listeners, for Stephen. I apologize for him.
yeah, good luck with that. Any of my
Okay, no
friends,
one's
any
listening.
of my friends are listening to
No
this
one's
are saying,
listening.
"Oh, he's basically doing the same thing he does in meetings with us when we're talking business." So yeah, it's the same. I'm the same 24/7. Nothing changes. So it's just what it is.
Yeah.
So, but this is good. Yes, Rachel, better known as Boobalicious. How may we help you?
Oh, well, I'm looking at the other boobalicious right now, but
I thought she was frozen.
She's being very complimentary to you. She's calling you Boobalicious.
I know.
I'm
I
kind
know.
of bummed. I don't have my
I'm
just-
floating David head today. I'm kind of upset about that a little bit.
That's because that's the new movie, Dirty Donuts,
I
an
know.
AI movie that's out, and everybody is loving it. In fact, I think
Everyone's
that
watching
one
it.
at 4,500 or something. Or
No,
we
that's
haven't-
all 9 people have been watching it, so it's
Okay,
we
that
need all
just
the
came
help
out
we can
yesterday.
get.
There you go.
It's new.
Yeah.
We've got a
Oh.
new vampire movie out that's doing really well. So
I was watching that.
yeah.
Who knew?
I'm gonna
For
last
shorts.
thing I'm gonna say, because I'm still kind of my brain's still catching up. I'm just gonna say that we're sending Jen to Thailand to start scouting some areas to start building our little tiny houses.
Okay.
And she's going to take
Send
apparently
me.
her dogs. She said, "You're Jen, by the way. You're Jen." Just so you know, Jennifer. Jen is short. Yes. So and she dyes her hair brunette.
So on that
people.
point,
So anyway, so she's going to be sent to Thailand. Are you going to bring the dogs?
Yes.
I can't. I mean, okay, sure, fine, whatever. How long?
Not
is
to
it?
scout, but once we go, yeah.
I mean, duh.
And there's no quarantine, by the way. If you get a clean bill of health from your vet, you can bring your dog. And there's no
Yay.
quarantine.
that's nice.
Yeah, so
no,
they don't have to like hang out.
They don't let the people in, but they're okay with the dogs.
Right, the dogs come in for free. People quarantine.
That makes
for 30
perfect sense,
days.
though.
That makes
By the
sense.
way, we might end up being neighbors with Steven because Steven's planning to go to Thailand too. I just realized.
Let's assume that we'll live in 2 different neighborhoods. We're
We'll
good.
put
That would
Well,
be fun.
Cheryl can
That
have
was
a
Stephen
fun
Virgin.
tiny house for her second retirement on the grounds.
Yep.
So
Well,
it'll be
Well,
fun.
Put
and
Stephen
on
in one of the
that
cages.
bombshell,
In one of the cages.
Something I've
No,
always wanted.
No, I adore Steven, but he's not compound worthy. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Wow. I'm remembering.
It's a very
So,
elite
please-
club. We have to,
Excuse me,
we have
let
to
me-
feed
let
you
me
and
just
take
put
care
this
of you.
on
I don't
my
do that for
list.
everybody.
David, Steven, Annette, and Cheryl are welcome anytime.
okay.
That's what I
Well,
said.
thank
Their
you very
second
much.
retirement
Yeah.
can be with us.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my God. Okay. I'll just tell my wife. I'll just tell that to my wife. My mistress and girlfriend will just have to live elsewhere. It is what it
Mrs. and
is.
I
girlfriend
knew
are not
it. Bingo. We got bingo. We have bingo. Steven said it. Steven said my wife, girlfriend, and mistress. I got Steven.
We,
Yes,
we
I know.
when we
I
had
know.
our meeting on Sunday, we were talking about that. I'm like, I bet he says it. Or Rachel,
know,
was
of
it
course.
you? You're like, I bet he says it, and there it is.
Says it.
There it
And you
is.
know why? And do you know why I said that? Because when the three of us had our meeting yesterday, you guys told me that that's what you bet on. So I made sure I said it today. I was just waiting for the right time. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So you're welcome. Yahtzee, ladies, it's been a thrill. David and I so much love doing social intercoursing. In fact, I'm going to do some intercoursing later, I think. But it's and there you go. So anyway,
You're the only one.
terrible.
We're all-
I'll think. You know what? I'll tell you what. Because I like you all. I'll think of you all. I'll mention your name. I'll get a good scene. So anyway, there you go. I think we should cut this off before YouTube kicks us out.
Yeah.
Everybody,
Yeah.
thank you so much for
Thanks,
watching. Don't forget to subscribe
I'm
and like.
done.
We'll see
Bye,
you guys
guys.
next week.
Bye.
Cheers.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
David.